Hey, how's it going? Soumyadip here, and we have a super interesting topic here today. It is the analytics versus the data science, as if like Batman versus Superman. Well, I don't know how many of you are Batman or Superman fans, but I think DC did put up quite a decent show with this franchise, right? I personally loved the movie. All right. So here's the thing. There is a lot of debate, doubt, saying, and speculations around this. Some people say that analytics and data science are the same thing. There's no difference at all. Where some others say that, hey, there are very, very different things. There is absolutely no similarity amongst them. They're very different things, okay? With that said, you need not be confused any further because I'm here for you and I am going to demystify this for you, and we will have all the confusions out of our way. Okay, so let's have all the doubts, all the confusions out of the way once and for all. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so analytics and data science are essentially the same thing, right? Let's not think of them as two different tools or principles or methods, but rather look at what is it they exist for. What is the end goal we are trying to achieve with analytics and data science? It's ultimately to provide a support system to businesses and organizations or to anyone to take decisions. These are decision support system, right? Both analytics and data science take the data, apply a lot of methods and tools, and discover hidden patterns, insights, information from data, which essentially becomes a knowledge. And then that knowledge is leveraged to take critical decisions. So from that standpoint, analytics and data science are the same thing. They're essentially, let's say, two sides of the same coin. Okay? But having said that, there are quite a lot of differences that you can find between analytics and data science. What are those differences? Let's take a look at them. First one is analytics is not new. It's not at all a new thing, right? Although because of all the obvious reasons that I have covered in the previous module, it has become a hot topic nowadays, but this is not a new thing. Analytics has existed since many, many years ago in the past, okay? However, data science, on the other hand, is a relatively newer approach. Data science, the name itself has the word science into it. So data science has got a lot to do with the advancement of technology, the growth of technology, the revolution that we have of technology, right? On the other hand, analytics is a relatively older discipline, wherein data science is pretty new. Next, this is very important. Since analytics is a relatively older discipline, it is a lot more traditional. Majority of the use cases of these principles comes from the statistical and mathematical modeling. On the other hand, because data science is a relatively new approach, all that it has is a lot of advanced, cutting edge, sophisticated algorithms, which are backed by machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. Because these are the technology that we are advancing with day and age. The next important point of disparity is analytics is meant for limited, smaller sets of data. And it's quite obvious because it's an older approach. It is traditional, and 30, 40, 50 years ago, we did not have all the capacity and computational power to handle large amount of data. Usually the statisticians and the analytics professionals took a sample from the entire data set, which is usually referred to as the population or the entire data set. And they applied the traditional methods and use cases to derive insights from that sample. And then the insight derived from the sample was used to extrapolate on how things would be on the entire population. That was ideally the use case for analytics, which is always meant for limited set or subset of data. While on the other hand, because data science is completely backed by technology, it is cutting edge, it is more advanced, it solves the data challenges and data handling, data processing challenges pretty well. Data science is extremely powerful in terms of handling massive amount of data, which is called as big data, right? And not only that, it also is scaled to that extent where massive amount of data, large volume of data can be processed and analyzed on real time in matter of seconds so that decisions can be made faster. And the last but not the least point of difference is that because of the traditional nature and limited data handling capabilities, it is often said that analytics is mostly focused on what has happened in the past. It is always focusing on things that has happened in the past and trying to draw inferences out of them. So more often, the use cases of analytics are focused on what has happened in the past, how it has happened, and why it might have happened. While on the other hand, data science, with all of its computational power, cutting edge technology, and the advancement, it is focusing on present and the future. In a sense, it is processing, analyzing massive amount of data in real time and producing insights that can be used for real-time decision making. Also, it is focusing on what could possibly happen in the future. It is making predictions. It is making predictions so that businesses and companies can be prepared for the future and they can formulate strategies as per the future predictions. I know there is a lot of information that I have shared in this lecture. I hope it's not an information overload for you. If you are feeling overwhelmed, then please feel free to stop the video, take out some time, come back and re-watch it. Hopefully that would give you a better perspective. But still, if you have any doubts, then please feel free to write them in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to take a look at it and resolve for you. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. And before I wind this up, I want to share one more very important piece of information. That is, never ever have this attitude or mindset of comparing data science versus analytics or comparing data science and analytics. That's a baseless point of discussion, and that is never the right set of mind to pursue data journey with. Okay, the reason being, analytics and data science are meant to complement each other. They both have their respective use cases across the businesses and industries, and by no means, they are meant to replace each other. Based on my years of experience of working in the data and analytics field, I'm going to share with you this. In most of the cases, the starting point for any company or business is analytics. And only when a company has developed a solid understanding of all the insights that are coming out of analytics, they would be in a position to employ some advanced and sophisticated methods and techniques of data science. Whenever a company tries to jump the gun, which is essentially jumping onto data science without doing analytics, more often than not, they end up having absolutely no value coming out of it. So it is extremely important for you, my friend, to have that right set of mind. Never take analytics and data science as an enemy of each other. They're meant to go together. When they are combined, that's when companies and businesses can make the most value out of their data. All right. I hope that was helpful. This is Soumyadip, and I'm going to see you in the next module.